What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. We are using a brand new team for this episode. We got Politoed, Ludicolo, Mega Scizor, Landorus, Varian, Tornadus, and Tapu Koko. Everyone has been suggesting to me, use Mega Scizor. Use Mega Scizor. And I'm like, okay. Because there's this one team I've been really interested in. Pretty much very popular in Latin America's top cuts. It's a team, I think it's Politoed, Mega Swampert, regular Scizor, Tornadus, Tapu Koko, and I can't remember the last one. I actually can't remember the last one. But anyway, we are using this rain team. So I'm gonna talk about Mega Scizor a bit. So the reason why we don't see Mega Scizor compared to regular Scizor is because there isn't really too much of a difference between them. Same ability, technician, same move stats. You're pretty much going to run on the Pokemon. And just a bit of increase in maybe bulk and physical attack power. So that's a bit of a difference. There's a reason why we use regular Scizor more than Mega Scizor. It's because you only get one Mega Evolution per game. And usually regular Scizor tends to fit a slot better on a team than Mega Scizor, just because you probably want to have a different Mega Evolution, because a different Mega Evolution that can have more options, unlike Mega Scizor, where it's difference between its regular form and its mega form aren't really too big to notice. You tend to slap a different item on regular Scizor, maybe a berry if you want bulk, an offensive item like Choice Band if you want damage outputs. So usually tends to fall off the charts with Mega Scizor. I think the only really big accomplishment with Mega Scizor was like Baz Anderson back in 2015 using Mega Scizor over the Steel Gem he ran back in 2013. So yeah, but I'm pretty interested more not in the Scizor, because I played a few games with this team. The Scizor has really let me down. I'm not really a huge fan of how Scizor's really been doing at all. I'm trying to sweet it, like sugar it up. Mega Scizor has really disappointed me so far. So maybe it can impress me during the series, but for the few games I have played with it, it hasn't really done too much. So hoping that Mega Scizor, I have really high hopes for it, but my expectations right now are not really there. But Tornadus is one that I'm really hoping that can shine here. We're using a Choice Specs Tornadus today. And Tornadus, we don't see it as much, of course. But back in 2013, it was a pretty big monster, especially since it did win the 2013 World Championship back when it had Defiant as a hidden ability. We don't have Defiant now as a hidden ability, unfortunately, because I feel like if we did, Tornadus would actually get a lot more usage, especially with the seeds available. Of course, Tornadus tended to run Flying Gem Acrobatics, which was pretty much his big significant tool right there. It was a really nice Pokemon, really fast. Acrobatics really was able to hurt, especially at +1 with the Flying Gem. But we don't really see it other than on rain teams now with Rain Dance and Hurricane. So, gonna see if we can work out a Specs Tornado sweep. We'll see here. Right now we got a hard team though. We got Tyranitar, Excadrill, Salamence, Tapu Fini, Vikavolt, and Cresselia. So I'm not exactly sure of how I want to play this game. Let's see here. What do I want? I think I want to go Politoed, Ludicolo for sure in this game. Tapu Koko probably in the back. And I think Mega Scizor, it's kind of weird leaving out Landorus against this team, because Landorus is a good switch into most of these Pokemon. I could also lead Landorus. Actually, I think I could lead Ludicolo, Tapu Koko right here. Yeah, I like Ludicolo, Tapu Koko with Scizor, Politoed in the back. The reason I'm not going to bring Landorus is I'm not sure if you're going to bring Excadrill against me. I don't see Excadrill against my team at all. I see Salamence, I see Tyranitar, I see Cresselia and Fini. Maybe Vikavolt comes out. I just don't see Excadrill, because I don't feel like Excadrill is that great against my team other than the Tapu Koko, really. So that's why I really wouldn't assume you would bring it here, as Fini Salamence is going to lead excellent here, as I am going to lead my Ludicolo and my Tapu Koko here. So I have a few options. I have Thunder on my Tapu Koko, so I do have quite a bit of damage output. I could go off into this Tapu Fini slot, because I think Life Orb Thunder might actually get the knockout onto Tapu Fini, or it's really close. I could also Volt Switch to Tapu Fini, which is definitely a viable play, and fake out the Salamence. Because a lot of Salamences tend to run a lot of special defense, so I'm curious about if this Salamence does. But most of those special defensive Salamence don't usually run it on a Sand team, which is why I'm thinking Ice Beam will probably pick up the knockout on Salamence anyway. So I'll fake out and Volt Switch here. You might double protect here, yet I still think I'm okay here, as Fini is going to retreat here into the Cresselia. Okay. So we're going to see Cresselia come out, and Salamence just protects, which is okay, because I get my rain up, so I can get my speed advantage with Ludicolo, and then I can just go into Scizor for my Politoed the following turn, because I do want to keep the weather up if possible. So we saw Cresselia, Tapu Fini, and a Cresselia, Tapu Fini, and Salamence. So I'm guessing Tyranitar has to be that last Pokemon. I am going to go into Politoed here. I could also Helping Hand Hydro Vortex, I guess, the Cresselia slot if I really want to. I could see Salamence doubling out into Fini or Tyranitar, but I don't feel like that's worth the risk here because getting rid of Salamence is pretty big for my team in general. I just don't know if you're going to Trick Room or not. I could... Salamence shouldn't really stay in my opinion. And I could really see Fini coming in and Trick Room. Especially since I'm pretty sure it would be Specs Fini if my opponent went for the hard switch. So you know what? I'm going to try to get rid of Cresselia here with Helping Hand Hydro Vortex. Cresselia is the one retreating here. Into Tapu Fini. Did my opponent read that? Really nice read if he did. Yeah, really nice read. Oh, I could have just gotten Ice Beam off into the Salamence. I did not think he would risk Salamence right there when he really don't need to since he had safe switches, but really nice play from my opponents. And this might end up hurting me, although damage on Fini is still pretty good. This is not going to be good, though. Really hard read from my opponent, and it really does pay off here. Excellent play. I guess I should have just Ice Beamed after all, but like you just had so many switch-ins. I think that's what like the mind game my opponent was playing because my opponent's like, oh, you saw Fini. I have like, and I probably have Tyranitar back. I have so many switches into Ice Beams. You can't really afford to get Trick Room up because your team's really weak to Trick Room. Wow, that Hydro Vortex did a lot. It's not Berry though. Hyper Voice, does that knock me out? Probably does. No, it doesn't. Okay. Are you gonna play a mind game with me again? I think you are Specs Fini here. Yeah, I would assume you're Specs Fini. Wow, my opponent's like going all in here. Alright. Hyper Voice gonna come out. I guess I should have assumed if you're not gonna protect the first time, it's very unlikely you're gonna protect the second time. Which is fair. I guess I could have Ice Beam Scalded too. Alright, let's get Coco in. I still don't feel bad about if I can, because I don't feel bad about my position at all still. Because it's still a free switch in the top of Coco in my opinion. But my opponent's been really aggressive here. Let's see. Probably Z-move on the Fini, I'm guessing. I am Life Orb on the top of Coco, so Helping Hand Gleam should be able to pick up knockouts on both of these Pokemon. And the Crest comes in, like, it's still going to be taking a lot from Helping Hand Gleam, as Vikavolt the last Pokemon. Okay. So that's a Pokemon I do need damage on, so I'll take that trade. Are you finally going to protect Salamence, or are you going to reveal that you don't have Protect on Salamence? You might not have Protect on Salamence. That's how I feel right now. Yeah, I do get rid of the Salamence, which is really good here. Alright, so we get rid of Salamence. That actually is a Protectless Salamence, or my opponent was going to go really aggressive again. Yeah, like, geez. Cresselia going to come out. I'm not really too worried about Cresselia. I guess I am kind of worried about Ally Switch, potentially. Wonder what does more, Thunder Scald or Helping Hand Thunder? I think Thunder Scald is my better play. As Vikavoult's going to retreat into Fini. Okay. Fair play. I'm guessing that means Trick Room's going up. Oh yeah, that covers the Helping Hand Thunder into Cresselia. I like that play from my opponent. However, I do get rid of Fini. I would have preferred getting damage off into Cresselia. Maybe a Volt Switch here. But I don't know what Vikavolt does, and its damage output's pretty scary against my team in general. I'm gonna get Scald off into the Cresselia. And Trick Room does go up, okay. So all I need in my opinion, as rain stops, I just need damage on the Vikavolt. I need damage on the Vikavolt for my Scizor, and I feel like Scizor wins the game afterward. So I'm just gonna scout what my opponent really has here first with Protect. I just realized this Cresselia could have had Ally Switch. Turn 2. So Ally Switch could have been a very potential play. I didn't realize that till now. Alright. Protect. Because Ally Switch right here might affect the end game with Scizor. Thunderbolt into Politoed and a Psychic into Coco. Okay. I think you might make the same play again, yet I don't see a reason not to just Scald and Gleam here. I kind of really just want to go for a Helping Hand here. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, Energy Ball going to come out into the top of Coco. Will that pick up the knockout? I don't think it does. Nope. Scald going to come out. Do a decent amount. I could have also Perish Song, but I don't feel like that's worth. Ooh, I get a burn on Bike Ball. That's nice. Psychic gonna come out into the Tapu Koko. Okay. Alright, so the only thing I'm really worried about is like a Gigavolt Havoc from this Vikavolt. Although, really, by the way it's taking attacks, it might be Assault Vest. Because I feel like Feeny is gonna be the Z move of this team. By how my opponents. Like, the Vikavolt is just taking so little. I know it's decently bulky, but still. Let's Mega Ball double protect here, I feel like. Yeah. Figure out what my opponent's gonna do. Then next turn, I could probably Helping Hand Bug Bite and pick up a KO. Yeah, because Bug Bite should be able to knock out Vikavolt. Let's see, it's still a close end game, especially if my opponent has Ally Switch. I don't think matters because I would Bug Bite to Cresselia and probably get a Berry back to heal myself anyway. Helping Hand, okay. So I guess the question is this a Z move? I will just double protect here. Because I do want to scout for a potential Z move here. I wonder if Helping Hand Bullet Punch would knock out Vikavolt. I kind of doubt it. No, it's just a Thunderbolt into Scizor. Okay. Scizor, I mean, I have a lot of special defense investment, but the Scizor hasn't been limiting attacks. So I'm really hoping that it actually proves its worth here. So I'm going to go for Scald and Bug Bite. As no protects, okay. Thunderbolt and Politoed. Only thing could screw me over now, I think, is a Hidden Power Fire on Cresselia, but I feel like it might have went for it earlier. Bug Bite. You get rid of Vikavolt. Is it a Berry? I think it's Assault Vest by how it's played. Yeah, I think it's Assault Vest. Psychic going to come out into the Scizor. Offensive Cresselia, potentially? Alright. I mean, there's always a way out if my opponent has like the right moves. Swagger, Hidden Power Fire, Ice Beam could freeze me. It doesn't though, so Bug Bite will clean up this game, and Mega Scizor are going to actually be able to clean up this game. Nice. Nice. So Mega Scizor actually able to come through in the end here, as I steal the Wiki Berry. Actually, that would have confused me. If my opponent had allies... Oh no, Psychic Ice Beam, Trick Room, Helping Hand. Okay, we figured out its moveset. Alright, nice. So Mega Scizor able to come through. My opponent was playing really nice in the first few games. Well, first few turns because of how aggressive the opponent played. Like, a Salamence staying in front of a Ludicolo that could just Ice Beam, probably pick up the knockout, unless you're really confident it can live Ice Beam. But if it lived Ice Beam, I'm pretty sure it would have lived Helping Hand Gleam from my Coco. So I feel like it would have probably just dropped to the Ice Beam, especially since I'm pretty much max special attack on the Ludicolo. So yeah, that was a really aggressive play by my opponent, like not protecting Coco at all. I mean, Salamence at all. We never saw Salamence protect at all. So I was just able to get a huge Dazzling Gleam off. Scizor able to finish off in the end game. As we find our next opponent from Spain, 1604 rating. As our next opponent with the team of Tapu Koko, Cresselia, Milotic, Kangaskhan, Ferrothorn, and Landorus Varian. So, bit more of a I'm not sure if I call this balance. I think it would be considered balance. However, I do like how my Scizor looks. Scizor looks pretty good in this matchup. My opponent doesn't have great ways to handle Scizor. I just got to be worried about Tapu Koko, which is like the one Pokemon I do have to get a lot of damage on. So I'm thinking Tapu Koko stays at home. Yeah, I'm thinking Tapu Koko stays at home. I'm thinking Landorus, Politoed, Scizor, and Politoed, Ludicolo, Landorus, and Scizor. I feel like those would be the Pokemon I would bring. Let's see how this is gonna work. Ooh, I think Kang Tapu Koko could be the lead, but the question is, what are you going to do? Are you gonna fake out Gigavolt Havoc my Tapu Koko slot? No, I don't think that. I don't think that makes much sense. That doesn't make much sense. It really doesn't make much sense when I think about it, because if I just fake out the Tapu Koko, like, what's the point of that? It's Kangaskhan Cresselia. All right. So I see this. I see this as an opportunity to maybe get Scizor in and start sweeping. Yeah, I see this as an opportunity for Scizor to maybe start getting some KOs. You might fake. I think Tricker might be coming out, so I'm gonna fake out Kangaskhan, even if it goes for like switching to Ferrothorn, which I can see very highly likely from the Kangaskhan going to Ferrothorn here. I think that's alright here because Scizor is going to be able to wall Cresselia plus the Ferrothorn unless they have like certain attacks. And yeah, I don't really care about the Iron Barb's damage. I'm more worried about Kangaskhan going for a double edge, potentially knocking my Ludicolo out. So we'll retreat Politoed here. Looks like the Kangaskhan stayed in. And Scizor is going to come out on the field. And regular. So it's Inner Focus? No, it's not Inner Focus. Skill Swap. Okay. That's pretty cool because now my opponent stole Swift Swim. So now the Cresselia is swimming fast. That's really cool. Okay. I can respect it. I'm going to go Landorus here. And Swords Dance. I see this as a really opportune time to set up Swords Dance. I'm going to stay in regular form. Even though I get the defense buffs, I do have Light Meadow. You, sir, are so good at this game. Really nice Milotic play from my opponent. Probably trying to catch my Landorus. Oh, man. That was genius. That was an incredible play. Icy Wind gonna come out. Like, that was actually an incredible play. Okay. So I guess Swords Dance up. And if anyone doesn't know what Light Metal does, it reduces the Pokemon's weight by half, and that means Low Kick does a lot less damage to regular Scizor. So these Icy Winds are going to be a bit annoying. However, oh jeez, would you skill swap your Milotic so you get Swift Swim? Are we going to see a Swift Swim Milotic? No, we're just going to see it retreat into Kang. Ferrothorn, okay. That's alright here. I wonder if +2 Bug Bite can knock out the Ferrothorn. It might be able to. I'll protect here. I don't want to take a Scald. We could be seeing Scald or Icy Wind coming out. It is going to be Scald into the Scizor slot. Excellent here. I do wish I Earthquake though. Banded Earthquake would have done a lot to the Milotic. Oh well. My opponent really doesn't have switch-ins for Bug Bite, and I am just going to go for a Fake Out into the Milotic slot. Since I don't feel like Ferrothorn should be able to knock out Ludicolo unless it has a Choice Band, and if it's Choice Band, it probably doesn't have much physical defense investment, so I should be able to knock out Ferrothorn. But I don't know. Let's see if Mega Scizor can pull through here. Fake Out into Milotic and a Bug Bite. Ooh, almost, but not enough. And I'm going to take a bit of health. But I do get a Figgy Berry, so I am going to be able to heal up. Figgy Berry is interesting. Okay. What's going to come out? Power Up going to go out on Ludicolo. Yeah, I do survive. I'm liking how Scizor's position can probably be to win this game. How many turns of rain are left? This is the last turn of rain. That's ideal here. I can protect my Scizor and probably just go for... What's this more? Giga Drain or Hydro Vortex? I think Giga Drain will do more. Yeah, I'll go for Giga Drain. Because I'll try to get health on the Milotic and then go Landorus. Bandit Earthquake is going to hurt the Milotic. Or maybe I'll go for Superpower. Why'd that do nothing? Scald into the Scizor and probably power up in the Ludicolo. Which avoids, which is actually pretty big. Rain stops. I mean, if my Milotic protects, so be it. I mean, I was going to let you get it off anyway. Wow. Why did Giga Drain actually do nothing? Bullet Punch going to come out of my Milotic. Really unfortunate, but I was going to try to get a free switch in anyway. Activates a berry. Yeah, it does. Ah, that... Okay. Giga Drain going to come out. I guess I could have Bug Bite there, but the problem was I wasn't sure. I guess I could have Hydro Vortex and the Ferrothorn and Bug Bite. Because I am risking a Scald Burn onto the Scizor, which takes the Scald a lot better than expected, but it does get the burn. Power Up does come out into Ludicolo, which will finish it off. Ooh. I wish the Power Up took earlier because I did not expect Bullet Punch to do that much. But then again, it looked like... Is this max special defense Milotic? This might be max special defense Milotic. I'm going to go Landorus here. I think I'm going to go Landorus here. Swords Dance up with my my Scizor. Because I'm pretty sure Rock Slide should be able to knock out my Milotic if Bullet Punch did that much at +2. I'm going to Swords Dance here and Rock Slide. Rock Slide should be able to pick up knockouts. Maybe... no, I think Bandit Rock Slide should finish off Ferrothorn at that range. Yeah, my Milotic's going to protect here. Probably just sack off the Ferrothorn or try to do a last attempt with Ferrothorn. Probably get Kangaskhan in. So I'll get Rock Slide off. Does knock out the Ferrothorn, which is nice. Or it doesn't. Wow, okay. I'll be able to Swords Dance up. Ferrothorn can't knock me out, but it can Leech Seed. I guess that could be annoying. Yeah, it's going to Leech Seed. Ooh, Landorus a voice attack. Into Landorus, though. Landorus is in range of, I think, every single move. Huh. I don't want my opponent getting free switching, so I'm going to Rock Slide and Bug Bite, because I'm going to try to get a double knockout right here. As my load goes for the double, gets it. So I could Swords Dance right there, but I don't feel like it was worth because I didn't want like my opponent getting a free switch into Kangaskhan here potentially. Like for some reason going hard Kangaskhan or hard Cresselia, I didn't want that. So do get rid of the Ferrothorn right there. And I'm pretty sure that the Milotic's going to be in range of my Bug Bite or my Bullet Punch. So I'm still alright with how my position is. Skill Swap, Icy Wind. We haven't seen the last few moves yet. What's coming out? Cresselia is coming out. I feel like that's a mistake. Well, I guess you don't know I'm banded, but I mean, I'm going to Rock Slide Bug Bite, and if I get my health back from the Cresselia, I think I just win. I feel like I just win with Scizor. So let's see here. Banded Rock Slide should finish off my Milotic. Ally Switch doesn't matter. Oh, you're hoping that Rock Slide doesn't knock you out? I'm Choice Banded, so I guess my opponent doesn't know that, which is fair. Rock Slide? Yeah, it does knock out my Milotic. Why didn't you go Kang there and just fake out? Oh, I guess because I could Bullet Punch Rock Slide, which is kind of what I expected that was going to go on, but wow. Alright, get rid of Cresselia, get my health back. I Papa Berry. Okay, no Wiki Berry. So the fact is, I'm gonna be able to heal back all this HP. Look at Mega Scizor. Okay, okay. I take back what I said about Mega Scizor earlier. It's actually putting in some work now. All right, Scizor, you didn't impress me earlier, but now you're starting to impress me. Kangaskhan gonna come back out. And Bug Bite and just go on a Politoed. Because I can save Landorus for later because I have Bandit Superpower. That's just going to be forfeited. Okay. Well, I guess you couldn't knock out Scizor. You could knock out Landorus, but Bug Bite and a Bullet Punch is going to knock you out anyway. Low Kick's not going to knock me out. So Mega Scizor actually coming in clutch for today's episode. I didn't get to bring the Tornadus, which was, you know, a bit unfortunate because I really want to use Tornadus. Haven't found a matchup yet where Tornadus can probably do a lot of work. Yeah, Mega Scizor, put in some work. Swords Dance, really nice. I don't feel like I played too optimally in this episode. I think I'm going to try harder, maybe play some more games with this team and try to figure out how this team functions. But thank you all for tuning in today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. I take back what I said about Scizor. Hopefully Mega Scizor can continue to impress me, and hopefully it doesn't turn into like a downhill situation from here. But looking forward to the future of Mega Scizor. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes of VGC 2018 Baek Battles, feel free to go check them out in the description. Will be linked down below. You can also check out my social medias as well as my side series on the channel. Feel free to leave a like on this video if you did like it. Show some support, as well as, yeah, placement of this team down in the description as well. So feel free to go try it out. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.